We're at Portsmouth High School track for a special 5,000 meter.
Late season 5,000 meter.
Yeah, after high school. We didn't have New England's this year. So some of the girls are here. Caitlin Flowers from Charlotte, Stephanie Swenson from Amherst, Addison Cox from Northwood, Sheldon Fisher from Stratford, Carly Pierce of Falmouth, Sophia Matson from Falmouth, Emmeline Pendleton from Buxton, Sophia Reynolds from Andover, Delaney Hessler from Standish, Maine, and Chloe Trudell from Amherst. So these are some of the best of the best.
Yeah, for a race with only 10 girls in it, this is a pretty solid setup. We've got them on the line.
It's a little windy today, probably about 44 degrees, 45 degrees. Not a lot of wind, a little bit of wind, but not a detrimental wind. And they're off.
In this, we got a couple of pacers as well, in case you were thinking that we're having a mixed race. Just have some pacers that are hopping in to help the girls out here.
We have some girls that are only going to go part of the way and see if they can run a decent mile or a decent 2 mile.
Yeah. I believe they're starting the milers later.
Oh, okay. That's news to me then. Thank you.
Yeah, what I heard was lap 3.
So through the 200, about 38, 39. So 76 to 78 pace, which is 520 pace, which is 1630.
Yep.
Track was just redone over.
Looks gorgeous.
Looks better than the cinder I used to run on here.
Looks better than the stone dust that we still run on.
So we got Davio DeLuca leading the way. Addison Cox sitting on his heels, and Sophie Matson, I believe, on the outside. She was a Foot Locker qualifier. Addison Cox, state champion this year, Division II and MOC champion.
Just went through an 81.
So 81's a 524 pace. So slightly under 17-minute pace for 5K, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. Be interested to see what they hit the 800 in and just see if whether we looked at a little bit early race jitters and finally settle in. That's a pretty solid grouping right there. 205 through 600.
It's a good breeze running right now. Decent. But we're also up on top of a bandstand, so we're getting a different wind pattern, different than theirs.
That second group, there's quite a few of them in there. If you're in that group, you won't even know.
And there's some studs in there too.
Yep.
Definitely Sophia Reynolds, Delaney Hessler, Chloe Trudell.
Yep.
They're all really good runners. Carly Pierce. Actually, the second group's actually starting to make a little headway.
That was 87.
It's 87, so slowed up a little bit there.
I think they might have been. I think 85s is what I had heard originally. And so maybe that first one was just a little quick and they backed off.
So now they balanced it out.
Yep. Which would explain the second group creeping on them a little bit. Matson's in trainer.
She's off to Columbia next year.
209 for 800.
And Maine didn't have a state championship this year in cross country.
No, they didn't.
It's kind of.
It got pushed back, and then, of course, things got tight the further we got along. Yeah. So
it's just been a weird season.
Certainly has. So we're coming up on. They're beginning their third lap, and I think this is when our milers were hopping in.
So still look pretty comfortable. Everybody's hanging right in there, clicking it off.
nobody hopped in on that one, so maybe they're waiting a little further. But Cox and Matson right on the pacer.
Chloe Trudell's leading the next pack.
Yep.
Sophia Reynolds.
Delaney Hessler. Bonnie Eagle. Yeah, it looks like they got some of the other girls getting ready now. They're taking off their warm-ups, 200-meter mark. Looks like that front group picked up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely does. They cadence, you can see it definitely changing. You can now see it turning more into a little bit of a race.
Yep.
Not necessarily against a race against each other, more of a race against the clock.
Yep.
Put up some good times today. Try to make it so it doesn't get strategic. You're just looking for a good time.
Yeah, that was an 81.
Yeah, you could definitely see the change.
You can see the other girls hopped in out in the outside lanes.
So this will make a difference, especially if these other girls pull out in front.
Yep.
And then, you know, you just work off of them.
They're sliding in right behind.
And if some of these fall back, that next group.
People to chase, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, don't count Chloe Trudell out.
Nope.
Coming up on here.
No, I liked at Meet of Champions. I liked how she climbed back in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she's definitely the class of the state for next year.
Yep.
She'll be the prohibitive favorite.
Matson's starting to pull a little bit ahead of the pacer.
Yeah, she's forcing it, but she's good. I mean,
Yep.
she is. You know, to qualify for Foot Locker last year, and she was by far the best in New England. She was New England champion, so it's pretty hard to take that away. Probably had a good shot at repeating this year, had there been one.
So that was an 82. And we have another pacer jumping in, and Matson jumps right on the back of the pacer. And it started to open a little bit of a gap. Looks like Trudell has bit into it and is now recognizing that she's out to try to catch everybody in front of her, whoever's in front of her.
So it looks like Sophie's definitely got a little gap on Addison. I'm looking at this third group, and I think they're gonna make some noise here pretty soon.
Yeah. Matson right on the pacer with about 7 yards on Addie right now.
She's got a huge stride too.
Yeah.
She's a tall girl. I mean, it'd be nice if she could break 17.
Yeah. That'd be fun to see.
Clock went out here.
That's an 81. So again, they went 81, 82, 81. I've got 820 on the watch right now. Yeah, that chase pack just ran an 84, so.
You watch the trace back when they
Start
start
to make-
singling it out,
Yep.
and you can see that Chloe Trudell
Is definitely.
yeah. You know who Chloe's got her eye on.
Oh yeah, you know.
We may say this isn't a race, but I can tell you right now, Chloe's got her eye on one person.
Absolutely. And that second pack is now starting to catch the people jumping in on that mile, and that's only going to help them.
Yeah. It's always easier to see the fight out in front of you
Oh yeah.
than it is to be, oh, I wonder where they are behind me.
Yep.
Now Chloe's
Chloe-
she's definitely got the eye now.
can see Addison's back and certainly wants to get there.
Addison's got to latch on to one of these. But Sophie Matson, she's got it going.
Yes, she does. So that was a 83.
We got another pacer jumping in.
And that looks like the pacer got on it right there.
Oh yeah, she was like
a 79.
If I'm the pacer, the way I prefer doing it is to get in, block the wind,
Yep.
and get her right on, focusing right on your back.
Yeah, it seems like she's...
But right now, that's a little too fast, and it's definitely a little too ambitious right there.
I agree. Looks like Addison's kind of rallied a little bit. Chloe's got her in her sights for sure, but Addie looks a little bit smoother than she did when she was trying to hold on to Sophia. Five laps to go. You guys might be able to hear TJ Hassler. His daughter is in here.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
Yep.
Now the pacemakers come down to earth.
Yep.
That's where you want to even her a little bit closer. You want to have her connect right on.
So that was an 83. And Chloe is now within 6 meters of Addison. That'd be good for Addison actually too.
Yep.
With a mile left to go. They brought back in Davio DeLuca to work with Addison and Chloe. That group behind Chloe is starting to close the gap there too.
Yeah, they sure are. They definitely.
Even pacing certainly will help you.
Carly Pierce and Delaney Hessler, they look good.
Yes, they do.
Sophia Reynolds, they're working together.
Yep.
You can tell that's a little pack that's working together, and they know, you know who they got their eye on.
Absolutely.
No one's touching Sophia
Davio
Matson
wishes it was him, but it's not.
Yeah. Matson's she looks strong now.
Yep.
It's like once you get to a certain point in the 5,000, you know you got the momentum on your side.
You start counting it down.
Yeah, you start counting down. It's something about getting there, but then once you get over the hump, you're there. And a lot of times, like when you're on pace and you know you're on pace, it's not hard to really
That
push
was
it
an
through.
84. Now it looks like we got Sherry Olympian, or Olympic trials qualifier, Sherry Pierce in.
Doing the pacemaking?
Doing the pacemaking.
Sophia Matson, she's right in cruise control right now. She's doing well.
Yep.
And the second pack is definitely tightening.
It certainly is.
And this is what you want. You want a little bit of competitiveness to get you to the fast time.
3 laps to go.
So you got Addison Cox, Chloe Trudell,
Now we got a
Carly
tangle
Pierce,
here.
Delaney Hessler, Sophia Reynolds.
And now, benefit to Sophia Matson is that she's got the number 10 girl on the track in front of her too. So she's going to start chasing people down as she comes into 2.5 laps left to go.
Emily Pendleton, she looks pretty good.
That was an
Holding
84.
in there. So 84.
Chloe Trudell right on Addie's shoulder now. All right, we've got Sophia Matson 60 meters from 2 laps to go. We've got a time of 14:42 with 2 laps to go.
Cox and Trudell.
I think Cox and Trudell are actually, I don't think they've lost any ground on the last couple laps. Well, Matson's running well.
The two Mainers have got their eyes on the 2 New Hampshire girls, though.
Yep.
So basically, if this was a cross-country meet between these 3, Maine is beating New Hampshire.
That is true. '86. I had thought that it was looking as if Matson hadn't been making much ground on the chase pack, and I think that's true. But she's going to definitely stay out with 500 meters left to go.
Yeah, you can
and it
see
does look like the
out.
second pack's rolling as well. Like you said, you get to a certain point in the race and you know you can get in, you just start grinding.
The race for second is definitely turning on, though.
Yeah. The race for 4th is Delaney Hessler just took over 4th position. So with 1 lap to go at 16:07.
Looking at a sub 17:30 by Sophie Matson.
Yep.
See what Addison Cox is at a lap to go.
Addison is at 8:21.
So she's really going to hump
4, and she just took off. Addison just took off.
Yeah, she wants to break 18.
Well, and I think, look, she is making up some serious ground on 1st place. I don't think she can get there, but she's already closed the gap 20 meters.
Yeah, she's hammered. She wants to break 18. Now, could Chloe Trudell hold on to her spot?
Yep.
So 200 meters to go for Sophia Matson.
We're at 16:54.
So she'll have a shot at breaking 17:30 here. It's going to be close, probably 17:30 something.
17:14 right now. And here comes Addie. She clawed back about 30 meters on that last lap. It's 17:31.
17:31, and look at that.
We're gonna have 5 under. 17:38.
Look at that finish. Look at Hessler's finish.
Oh, kidding. 17:44, 45, 47.
So
we're gonna have 6 under 18.
What's Reynolds got?
17:58.
Wow. 6 girls under 18.
6 girls under 18.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
I'll tell you, that second group battled back. Great.
Yes. Wow, that was pretty impressive.
Pendleton's having a good race too.
Yep.
Come on! Come on!
Girl from Souhegan's a freshman.
Pendleton and Flowers.
18:35 on the clock right now. We're gonna have 9 under 19. That was 18:38.
Flowers and there's Svensson. She's only a freshman, right?
Yep. 18:46.
Impressive.
18:51.
Sheldon Fisher finishing up.
It's going to be 10 girls under 19:15.
Fassa? I mean, it was a good day. Sheldon Fisher, what are we going to have for her?
19:10 right now, so maybe 19:17. A little more than that, but 19:22.
19:22. Outstanding. So I believe the track is clear. So nothing wrong with that. 17:31
No.
unofficially.
Yep.
By Sophia Madsen, and Addison Cox had a little too much left in the tank, I think.
I think so.
I think she could have challenged Sophia a little bit longer, but you know, hey, she got a PR out of it. Chloe Trudell battled and have a great race. That was
Yeah, and you don't know what's going on in those. Sometimes in those middle laps, you get a weird cramp or something like that.
not bad at all.
Fantastic racing.
So next up, we'll have the boys.
Boys,
So we'll see what they can do.
6 under 16. Why not, right?
Yeah. Well, let's see if any of them get under 15. I would say there'd be a good chance a couple of them being under 15.
Yep.